Good morning, everybody. Now, if you gave money to Black Lives Matter, BLM, last year or the year before, it seems that you've been had. And the money that you thought was going to certain things and certain causes and certain political objectives has actually disappeared into a black hole where the people who are in charge of the movement or the foundation, whatever you like to call it, have used the money to purchase nice big properties in the United States for themselves. Now, it was reported last year in the New York Post that one of the leaders, Patrice Carlos, had spent some money, millions of dollars on some very nice homes for herself to live in, and she resigned from the board of the foundation back last year. But it's been reported again that another £6 million has been used by a 7-bedroom mansion in Southern California by the people associated with the Black Lives Matter Foundation. Now, so there's a difference between the foundation and the movement, but there was a crowdfunder set up to supposedly to raise money for victims of police brutality in the United States. So this was supposedly black people who'd been arrested, and it was to help with their legal fees. Now, the amount of money that has gone on that, whether you believe in that or not, is pitiful compared to the amount of money that hasn't been spent and has just been used to enrich the people who are involved in the movement, the foundation, and on the board of the foundation, it seems. Now, I totally disagree with the whole movement of Black Lives Matter anyway, myself, and I said so at the time, because their aims actually were not good. They wanted to destroy capitalism and disrupt the nuclear family and queer the culture. I don't know where they got these ideas from, but it's certainly not things that are going to help black people. If you really want to help black people living in the West, what you need to do is support the traditional family, support mothers and fathers staying together. And we need a change in culture for that so that they can bring up their children well, and particularly help young boys to turn into good men rather than abandoning their sons, particularly also their daughters. But boys in particular really need a good father when they are teenagers so that they don't get into gangs and start going off the rails. And this is the tragedy of a lot of what's happening in black communities, particularly in the United States, but also in parts of the UK and other countries, in London particularly, where there is an epidemic of fatherlessness. And then the boys, when they become teenagers, are easy prey and easy pickings for gangs that want new recruits, either to sell drugs, traffic drugs, etc., or other things, and start packing weapons and then fighting each other, stabbing each other, and killing each other. That's what happens. That's what has been happening in the US, the UK, and other countries for quite a long time now. No one seems to want to actually deal with the real issue, which is the destruction and corrosion of the traditional family, but blames all kinds of other things for that society is institutionally, systemically racist, and therefore people need to give a lot of money and throw a lot of money at the problems in a way that isn't going to solve the problems, but of course is going to help the people who are parasitical on this to take a lot of money out of it and enrich themselves, which is it's just a big con. And sadly, people get taken in by this, useful idiots and so on, give their money away, but their money doesn't, even if you give it to the causes that BLM say they're going to support, it's not going to do any good, but it's certainly not going to do anything at all. even if you are, sort of wrong, deluded about what to do, your money isn't going to do any good if it's just going to purchase mansions and a nice, pretty, blingy things for the people who are sitting on the board of Black Lives Matter. So I'm glad I wasn't taken in by it. Most people I know weren't taken in by this at all and realised that, something different needs to happen to what these cultural Marxists are saying. Obviously they're setting up this victim-oppressor narrative, but it's all just to fleece some money out of people. So very interesting that this has come out. I would say use your money wisely and don't get taken in by the sort of narratives and the propaganda coming from cultural Marxists and people who use these oppressor victim narratives to try to corrode the traditional family, corrode our traditional values, and replace them with something that is going to be far worse. There you go. Thank you everybody for listening. Please do subscribe to my channel and join me in the Heritage Party below, because we are standing up for traditional values in the political sphere in the UK. Okay, God bless you all.